Greetings, Jedi traders. David here of TradingFibs.com to bring you the daily trend for end of the week, week 31, day 5. It is Friday, August 5th, 2016. As always, please seek financial advisement when trading with your money, as these videos are for educational purposes only, to support your knowledge in the market. See what's going through my head on any given day. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan and always manage your stop when placing a trade. All right, it was data today here on the non-farm payrolls. There it was. Numbers coming out 255,000, a positive number, though slightly lower than last. Excuse my ignorance here, but when you put the math together and you got non-farm payrolls, a monthly number, versus the jobless claims, which is each week, it seems like we're still in the negative. So you do the math, smoke and mirrors. Either way, market took that number and exactly did what it wanted to do with it and ran it up for, look at that, big numbers today. Easy trend day, whatever trend study you were sitting on. There were the numbers for today. NQ 189 ticks, YM 158, ES 47 ticks to the upside, giving you a total 3 markets, 5 setups for 394. There's our weekly total. Big week this week in the trend. There's our econ data for the week, both in the positive, international trade in the negative. All right, taking a look at the overall trend. That was the non-farm payrolls post. You got a lot of chop there at the beginning, but then market action finally settled, gave you a first opportunity to the upside. Again, 5 charts in the green, great entry, trade number 1, and then it was to the upside the remainder of the session. 5 charts in the green all the way across above the T350. Hey, we get days like this. All you got to do is simply ride it up, manage it the way you feel comfortable, and that's what we did. AD line supporting that move to the upside in that first 30 minutes of trading. So taking a look here at the NQ trade number 1, setup number 1 here right above the T350. Again, still forming that Globex right before the market opened, bailed there, not knowing which direction we're going, and then price action back upside and just ride it up by the rules. 1 contract off on the reversal and 2nd contract off on the sell signal. Price action here, again, holding to the upside on the market internals on the right. Kept you in the trend. Heiken Ashi Flex Renko bars. Nice move on the NQ for a total of 189 ticks. Take a look at the ES. ES total of 47 ticks to the upside today. Price action again. That first early move there it was prior, and then boom to the upside. Price action lifting up. 1 contract off on the turnaround. 2nd contract off on the turnaround. Pretty much chiseled out and plateaued out the rest of the session, and there was the YM. Nice move on the 6. Now, if you had taken it back to a 6-3 flex Renko, you would have had another opportunity back here to re-enter into this trend. But there it was pre-market. YM not moving too quickly, not pulling back there before the market session opened. Price action ran up, and 2nd opportunity to get back in if you want to get back in at the highs. And but at this point it was just a matter of managing it. Didn't even need to take off a contract, didn't have a turnaround. Not many days like this, guys. So the rarity to find them, and that's where we roll. We find them, we roll with it. Hey guys, let me show you that VIX number before we get going here. Yeah, that VIX T3 moving average, if you're trading the ETF, we know what that's been looking like, all in the red to the downside. Watch next week as the VIX price action downside here inside that sell signal zone here. Again, range low 9.3. Doesn't mean we can't still come down and even chop inside here. But after that pullback and just couldn't hold up above that 144, price action pulled back here on a 4-hour chart back in the zone after you saw that lift in the market. If VIX pops back up, that's right, you can see the indices will probably most likely sell off. Again, price action on the AD line, advancers way above decliners. Looks like a typical summer session. There we are, flattened out the rest of the session. Got the majority of your trading. So there's your zone. 3.5 hours of trading prior to lunchtime. That's right. You get your 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. Sorry, 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours to lunchtime, and that was pretty much your session right there. All right, taking a look at, let's jump into the daily gaps. How did we do on daily gaps? That's right, we formed an open gap on all the indices, open from yesterday's close, so we got new gaps lined up. Nothing up ahead. NQ already kicking it up above the all-time high zone. Crude Getting a little bounce back off the lows. We'll see if she holds throughout the week. Again, same picture of VPOC opening up those gaps. Again, kicking it up higher than that consolidation. What we say all this time, price action consolidates and gets a lift. And that's what we saw here the last couple days on the ES. NQ lifting to all-time highs. Watch that crude as she begins to pop back upside. We got VPOCs on both sides. Nice, healthy profile on the crude today. A little concerned on the profile on the indices today. Again, the volume today just slightly under average. Fib levels hit all upside. 3 for 3 today to the upside. Very nice move. Jumping into the daily trend. Let's take a look at the crude. Crude again with a little bit of a challenge trading here as price action had a couple sell signals. Not all charts in sync. There was a nice move downside. 5 charts in all in a row. But again, we talked about this in the trading room today. Perhaps, you rejected here at the T350, decide to take the fade there, which would have given you a solid entry downside. If you waited for the sell signal, well, at this point, you're hoping it will run. You got 5 charts in the red. It doesn't go in your way. Either you took a small loss here or you were able to get off a couple ticks, move your stop to break even. Not much leg room there. And again, each trade is a setup for an opportunity. Again, one entry after another with, that's right, count them 1, 2, 3 with lower swing highs and then eventually kicked up. So finishing off the session here with the buy signal upside, 2-bar pullback. That actually was the last optimal entry right here with all 5 charts in the green. All right, now crude not a huge runner today. Yep, it was all about the YM to the upside here. We could see price action already with the Globex for the after hours here, but buy signal to the upside and just continued overall. Again, not much leg room here. And I told you before, if you were looking at the 6-3, that's right, that's what gave you maybe another opportunity into the upside. But again, not much leg room here. It was all about riding it all the way up, and so really nice smooth entry. There it was, that buy signal. You see it? See it come and go there? Okay, there's the buy signal. You only have one signal here. Let's go back to the 6-3. Show you on the 6-3 there. There it is. There's the next buy signal. Okay, all I gotta do is go to a smaller line, smaller time frame to get in that entry. All right, NQ. We talked about the NQ here. Nice long run to the upside. Manage up to the top. Probably stayed in a little bit longer than I would have at any other given time. Might have exited here on the Heikin-Ashi bar back downside or the break of the swing size, but waited till we got to the T350 or a sell signal, bailed on that first candle underneath, which still is a nice healthy amount of ticks from the buy signal all the way at the back. ES again, price action again to the upside overnight again, here's that non-farm payrolls. Again, I just simply exclude all those setups. That was too quick. Here you can see the bars moving really quick. And then finally, controlled movement here, pre-market, bailed on the turnaround, didn't know if we were going to break. This was Globex high. And then once again, buy signal back to the upside and just rode it up. -1, out. All right, taking a look at the gold again, reversal of the indices. So if you're on the indices upside, you had an opportunity on the gold downside. Again, first initial entry, maybe not. Second one, yeah, why not? Stop at the T350 up here. And but if you were bailed out for some reason, the trade didn't work out, that happens. You get back in, you're patient, you wait, it happens. This week on Monday, had a -30 tick trade, and so you wait, and then you get back in, and you get back in the green. So there it was, sell signal on the gold to the downside. 5 charts, easy to manage, just like we did on the way down. If not, you bailed out, research, back in, and then finished out the day. All right, take a look at the 6E again. 6E with a nice move. Called it out in the room this morning to the downside as the session overnight. That would again was non-farm payrolls reaction. Stay away from that. And then you had a nice move, sell signal down here. 5 charts in the red, very controlled. Could have called it a day right there as price action eventually lifted back up. You had a better probability of this move right here with 1, 2, 3, 4 charts in the green. Nice move to the upside and pull back. All right, there's our euro. As we look ahead to next week, price action on the NQ, YM, and ES holding still above the 50 and the 200. Again, as we see, volume today was slightly under average, so a little concerning there. The last 3 sessions, we've been under average with price rising and VIX coming down. You got a question with an open gap. But again, we can hold here, get a little bit of consolidation, move up higher. Eventually, yeah, we'll come back and close those open gaps. I can't tell you when. As currently the trend after rejecting here at the T350, T350 NQ pulling upside. We could see the T3 moving average all in the green here, as we have the T3 moving averages both in the white. That's indicating that slope has gone green and breaking above the T350, even though the slope is to the downside. Still a little concerning, but yeah, we are in an uptrend. There's no question about it, as we're in this month of August with summertime trading and lifting. We lift since that beginning of July. You gotta wonder, at some point we're probably going to draw a nice Fibonacci retracement, and we'll see a pullback. Would be good for the markets. Not saying we have to come crashing down, but yeah, open gaps. Let's go back to that open gap chart. We got open gaps all the way down on the ES. That's right, I got 2102, 2029, all the way down to 1860. We can pull those out. We can close those out next year. It doesn't have to be next week, but current picture in an uptrend. Always have to be ready in both directions in intraday, but you want to know that the bigger time frame, especially when it comes to the ETFs, you're in an uptrend, and the entry was ways back as we look through those charts during the week. Let's finish up on the crude here. Again, I closed that out before. Here we are in the crude again. Pullback never reached that 61.8 as price action holding up. We are underneath the 5200, and looking on the 4-hour chart, that's right, look at that bounce right back upside. So now this is the opportunity. If you're looking at the ETF on the oil, again, you're fighting a little bit here, as the better move was to the downside. Now you're looking for the counter trend. So what I would look for, at least know that here on, let's go back to the daily crude here, as price action, watch for that 200 here as resistance, 42.54. We did close down an open gap downside on the crude. We still have one downside here, 37.90. So beware, 43.74 can be a nice level that price action might reach, which is right around the 144 EMA. So as long as we hold above this 50 EMA, I have hopes that crude will continue upside. Again, that's a hope. The momentum starting to pull back in a bigger downtrend. So risk is still there, but the likelihood is better that that price action may hold up, at least in the zone in the 51.44. All right, taking a look ahead to next week as we roll into the economic session. Let's go ahead and open up. There we go for next week. Again, looking at the Red Star events, over to always like looking at the housing mortgage applications EIA on Wednesday. Thursday we got jobless claims once again. Again, you got to do the math, guys. Weekly jobless claims and once a month non-farm payroll just doesn't seem to add up. Retail sales, we got FOMC coming up the week after on the 27th, and any European numbers come out. We had Bank of England and Bank of Australia this week. Anything can move the market this week. Make sure you check out my weekly 31 recap, which will be out here today, which has a summary of the week's stats plus a link to each day's daily trend video. And then reworking the futures ETF and market cap leaders. Been a huge success here. 100 pages of charts with current momentum and trend, implementing those videos during the week, but going to be taking a different focus, rolling out in September an ETF portfolio, so might start be looking at the ETFs and adding more of a focus to more of the futures down the road here. So going to be working on that in the next couple weeks. All right, Jedi traders, been a good week, really good week here, and looking forward to next week. Got some new charts working on. As far as layout, templates, etc., looking on the higher time frame as I've been showing you here every day. Again, this is the basic template. Looking at the higher time frames, a lot more success. Again, you can fumble around with the moving averages. That's up to you. But as far as just looking for momentum, again, many different trend studies out there. You could be looking at Guppy MMA's multiple moving averages, super trend stop, Kiwi trailing stops, Heiken Ashi bars. Either way, it's all about a trade management once you're in the trend, and to stay in the trend. That's the whole key, and not to fear it, to embrace it and to roll with it. All right, that concludes an insight into the daily trend and my outlook for next week. Again, I can't tell you where we're going. I can only tell you where we currently are. Be ready in both directions. Feel free to stop by at tradingfibs.com or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. My mantra, one simple strategy, any market, any chart, any time frame will keep you disciplined. You can find me every day on Twitter at TradingFibs. And as always, I really do leave the crystal ball to the experts. I only trade what's in front of me and on my charts. And as always, leave your bias at the door when trading. Hey guys, it is the Olympics, Rio, starting here in almost 2 hours. Pretty excited. 16 days of glory. I heard it's 17 now, but either way. Have yourselves a Blue Zone weekend wherever you may be. Get outside. Take a look at those charts from the week. Try to recap yourself. Get ready for next week on Sunday, and we'll head into week 32. Hey, good day, good night, and as always, good trading to you.